All right, this week on Automotive Marketing Coffee Talk, I got to play Drew Delaware, and Kyle got to play Paul J Daly. So it was an awesome week. We talked about branding strategies, and that's what I'm talking about. We should have switched hats.
I know, right?
We're talking about branding strategies in automotive, and one of the things that came up is really the percentage of dealers that really understand the value of brand first marketing. Kyle, what do you think that percentage is?
Yeah, we were talking, we said, well, there's really maybe only 5 to 10% of us. That may actually be high, but that there's like a growing mentality toward this brand centric marketing, and that at minimum, discovering the brand and understanding what your brand is important at this point. But what I found really interesting, and you can kind of speak to this, especially from the agency side, is the drastic difference in where the not just the organic side of content and brand marketing goes, but where the dollars get put behind from a brand perspective. And it was really all over the board.
Yeah, it really is. I think, and the part that is always difficult is how you're going to determine the ROI on when you're spending those dollars in the sales content, like promoting the product and price and payment, versus the brand content, which is like, this is why we do what we do. This is how much we understand you, the buyer. This is why you should buy here. The ROI calculation is a lot different, or at least the timeline is a lot more stretched out on the brand side than it is on the sales side. So it's really one of the difficult challenges to overcome, to get somebody to understand the real long-term ROI of brand value. You had a really interesting perspective on that when I asked you, how do you measure it?
Yeah. So we decided that the long-term value, at least at our group, is not just in like how does sales grow over time, but also how does the service department grow over time. And a lot of times that kind of gets slid to the side for the marketer. And we really need to pay attention to it. And looking at how are we pushing our brand into our long-term loyalty as a company. And so I think that like brand marketing really makes sense when you start to say, okay, this increased sales, but really what it did was increase the attachment to our brand long term. And that's when people buy into your brand, they believe in what you're doing and they want to share that and attach to it.
And return to it, right?
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like if someone buys a car and then we never see them again, it's because we didn't do a good job of building trust, of building that connection with them. And when people connect with you, right, they're going to come back, and they're not going to go to Firestone or Jiffy Lube or Goodyear or any of those places. So this is just a sample of the types of things we've had a blast talking about in this Automotive Marketing Coffee Talk Weekly. It's not recorded, so you can't see or hear the conversation anywhere. Because look, like we want to talk about things privately. We want people to feel safe to share how they really feel. It's a lot of marketers. It's not owners. It's not GMs. And it's a safe place. We actually just opened a private Slack group so that we could continue the conversation after. It's a great place. If you feel like you're in that 5 to 10% of progressive marketers in the automotive industry, we hope you'll sign up. There's a link in this post. We meet twice a week for an hour, and you get to hear from people like Kyle, me, Drew Delaware, and
Twice a month. It's only twice a month.
What I say, twice a week? What do we have other work to do. Twice a month. Drew, I just committed you to twice a week. No, 2 times a month. Thank you, Kyle. And if you just need that little bit of support from other people that think the same way that you think, we hope you'll join, because we always have a really good time. So it's an honor to fill in for Drew Delaware this week. It's an honor to have Kyle fill in for me. And you can see both of us if you sign up at the concurrent meetings. I hope you have an amazing day. And Kyle, you get the final word.
Yeah. Even if you're not in the 5%, we need you. We need everybody's voices and come alongside. Let's change the industry together, especially in the marketing world. So thanks for having me, Paul. And thanks for letting me fill in for you.
I'm honored. I'll talk to you soon.